Got my Primark foundation. Damn it. Isn't that so funny? I've been using Primark foundation. Primark is just a store at Woodfield that everyone like thinks of me now when they go to Primark. They're like, oh my God, it's Randy's store. I love Primark. I don't know what is wrong with me. When I first went there, I didn't care about it that much. I was like, okay, it's like whatever. But now I'm like obsessed with it. I guess. Okay, so remember Mark from like 2 videos ago? Yeah, by the way, people like made such a big deal out of that video. Why? Like, are gay people not allowed to be friends with straight people? I'm so confused. It's like not a big deal, but I think people think he's gay or bi or something. Like I said in that video, I don't know what he is. That's his business. Clearly, he says he's straight. So, okay, you're straight. I mean, like I said, because there's rumors that we've hooked up. No, we have not hooked up. Like, you really think I could keep a secret like that? Like, I'm not really good at keeping secret. Well, I have hooked up with DL people that I've never told, but I mean, I've hooked up with straight guys, but I'm kind of over that era. I'm trying to find a relationship over here, so I'm kind of past that. I'm just like, oh, fuck that. So, no, we have not hooked up. I mean, he's a cutie. I mean, he annoys the hell out of me, but I mean, Mark, if you ever want to hook up, hit me up, babe. Just kidding. We were out at a bar with his friend that I had never met, but he was really nice. Actually, one of the bars we were at, one of the girls, I had never met this girl, don't know her, I don't even know her name, and she was like, oh yeah, I saw that video of you and Mark. I'm like, really? Like, it's so crazy how people that I don't even know I always forget that. I just make this, and I think about the people that I know personally watching it, but I don't really sit there and think like, oh my God, all these people that I don't know are watching this. That is weird. Okay, but me and Mark, like when we're both drinking, it can be disastrous because I have a huge personality. He has a huge personality. He tends to irk me. I probably irritate him as well. And we had a little spat last night because he brought up ex-friends of mine that I am sensitive to because I miss them. I miss some of my old friends that I'm no longer talking to. Obviously, I have a heart and I'm sentimental and I miss friendships that meant a lot to me. Anyway, he brought them up and not in a good way. And he's like, oh, well, they said this about you. And I lost my shit. I'm like, why are you telling me negative things about people that I miss saying about me? And I like got in his face. I was like, fuck you. I don't even know what I said, actually. Maybe I didn't say fuck you. Maybe that's literally my imagination. But I stormed out of there and I literally like walked down the street. I was in like a neighborhood. I didn't even know where the fuck I was. But yeah, I was mad, and we haven't talked since, so I'm sure we're fine, though. We, like, move on. I said this on Snapchat. We literally just move on from things. Me and him are not, like, best friends or anything. It's not like I call him to, like give him all the gossip about my life. But, I mean, we're, like, friends, but he's not, like, my best friend, so it's not that deep. Like, we'll be fine. Love you, Mark. I think I only have like 5 friends these days. I was counting it in my head. I was like, wait, so I have a lot of friendly encounters where we're like kind of friends, but like acquaintances. But I don't know, do I have 5 friends? I think. Okay, I'm like really trying to figure out my life over here. I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? What am I going to do with my life? Like, I'm sure a lot of people feel like that. They're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I mean, I'm enjoying life kind of, but then I have spouts of depression. I have anxiety all the time. And then sometimes I really get depressed, mostly like when it comes to like my love life. That's the biggest depression in my life, I would say. Yeah, because it's like non-existent. I love that in Inside Out 2, they incorporated anxiety because that is such an interesting emotion that everybody experiences, but I do think that word is thrown around a lot. I have an actual anxiety disorder, and people are shocked, and I think people think I lie about it, literally, just to be interesting. No, I wish I was lying about this, and I wish it wasn't real. I wish it wasn't something that I deal with every single day. No matter what situation I enter, I am going to be anxious. The only time I'm not anxious is when I'm at home by myself. Like, if I'm just by myself, I'm not anxious. I don't get anxious just by myself. But, like, going in public, the moment I leave that door and go into the world, anxiety, it's coming. Like, even driving, I have anxiety. Like, that's why I used to think, like, oh, I want a pink car. Like, that'd be cute. But I don't want all the attention. When I'm driving, I literally don't look at anybody. I'm like, don't look at me. I have social anxiety. I really don't have to lie about anything to be interesting. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I've literally never made up a story about in high school, I think I did. I was trying to get people talking about me and I was trying to get attention, so I like made up shit. But then I actually started doing funny things and crazy things that I didn't need to make up stories anymore. So like literally every story on my YouTube channel is real. Like I don't make up stories. I don't lie. I'm really not a liar, like ever. Like I over tell the truth. Like I tell too much of the truth. I actually won most honest in high school. I won most changed since freshman year, and then I won most honest. And at the time I was like, most honest? Like, but it's kind of true. I tell the world everything about me. It's like kind of funny. Most changed since freshman year. I was not surprised that I won because ew, you should have seen me fucking freshman year. First of all, I looked like a loser. I literally looked like a geek or something. I was not cute. I was so awkward. I was in the closet until going into junior year, so I was so fucking awkward. Because when you're in the closet, you cannot be yourself. You have to hide so much about yourself. Literally, the way you talk, the way you act, the way with your interests, everything. You cannot, because you are so terrified of anybody knowing you are gay. It's so ridiculous because now I don't give a shit. I literally have gayest channel on YouTube in my bio. I don't care about being gay anymore. Obviously, I'm gay. But at the time, it was like terrifying. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want anyone to know ever. So yeah. So after I came out and I just let go of all that fear and crap, I was a totally different person. First of all, I started dressing better, looking better. Ew, like I can't even imagine like meeting me when I was like not out of the closet. I'm like, God, I was fucking weird. I was so weird. Like I'm weird now, but in a funny way, I think. I mean, hopefully, I don't know. I am kind of weird though. I feel bad for people that literally are like in their 50s. I remember I met up with a guy that was literally pushing 60 and he was in the closet and I'm like, God, I cannot imagine living my life like that. Like, I already thought I came out too late. I came out at 16, almost about to be 17, and I thought that was late. It's not. That's pretty standard. I think that's pretty early and reasonable. But at the time, I was like, oh my God, I should have done this sooner. But everything happens for a reason. I'm really happy with the way, even though I didn't technically come out, but I'm really happy with the way it worked out. Like, I think it was meant to be. So last August for my birthday, my parents got my eyebrows microbladed because I know that sounds like a funny gift, but it was literally $800. So yeah, that's a gift. That's a birthday gift right there. And every 6 months to a year, you should get a touch-up. So I think I'm going to get a touch-up because I'm hitting the year mark soon. And I like them. I mean, when I'm not wearing makeup, they look really good. Like when I have nothing on my face, they're filled in pretty much. Like they're faded now, but like they looked really good when I first got them done. But it's like $400 to get it touched up and I would have to pay for it. And I'm like, oh God, I don't like spending money. So I'm just like, oh God, that's a lot of money for like fucking eyebrows. But I feel like it's worth it because I overplucked my eyebrows like, and they just will not grow in the way they used to. They used to be so thick and I'm so mad at myself. I want thick brows. Like, fucking Randy. But a lot of people did that. A lot of people overpluck them and they just won't grow back. So I'm like, okay, microblading it is. And to be honest, it was kind of like a therapy session when I was getting them done. The girl doing it was so nice. And I was literally giving her my like life story. I was giving her the tea on my life. And she was so nice and she wanted to take a photo of me after for her fucking Instagram. And I was like, ew, I hate when people take it's so ironic because I'm always taking photos and like videos and crap, but I hate when people take pictures of me because I think I look disgusting. And I was like, no, I'm going to look bad. She was like, you're gorgeous. Like, let me take a photo. And then she never even posted me anyway, but like, it's fine because I probably looked horrible. She didn't show me the photo, but I probably looked disgusting. So it's all good. So my birthday is in August. I'm a Leo. Of course I'm a Leo. Of course I am. People are not surprised when I tell them that. My birthday's on a Friday, so on that Friday, I want to do something with my friends. Then on Saturday, I want to do something with family. Probably go downtown, maybe Navy Pier, I don't know yet. Then Sunday, whatever, I'll figure it out, maybe lunch, dinner, I don't know. And then Monday, I go to Vegas with Wayne. I've never been to Vegas. We were gonna go to New York, but then he got this deal for Vegas. It kind of just fell in his lap, and he was like, let's go to Vegas. I was like, okay, well, that's a good birthday destination. So we might do New York in September and then London and Amsterdam in October. There's a lot of trips happening. And I've always been curious about Vegas. It looks like a lot of fun. Like, I feel like I'm a Vegas boy. Like, I definitely seem... I remember at one point, like, I was like, oh my God, I want to move to Vegas. Like, I'm so weird. Like, why the fuck would I move there? Actually, it's going to be in the hundreds. There's no humidity over there, or like less humidity or something. It's the desert, so it's like, it's going to be hot, but not as humid as Chicago. So it's like, maybe it won't be that bad. There is a movie that I just discovered that's coming out in September. It has Demi Moore in it. It's called The Substance. And apparently there was already a screening, so there's already reviews out, and it got really good reviews, and I heard it's really bloody and really fucked up, but like, it's basically where she turns 50, she loses her job, she's like fired from her job, she's like an aerobic, like, queen or something, like she teaches aerobics, and she gets fired because she's like old now. And so she takes this substance that's supposed to make you a better version of yourself, like younger and improve yourself. But like, obviously there's gonna be some weird shit to it and it's gonna do some weird shit. Like clearly whatever the hell she takes is gonna like fuck her up and it's gonna be crazy. And I'm excited. I like Demi Moore. She's pretty and she is in her 50s, but she looks good. Like I've always thought she was a pretty woman. Wasn't there a movie where she was a stripper? Literally Pretty Woman. Well, no, she's not a Pretty Woman. I don't really like that. That's a movie that I actually do not like. I think that's an overrated movie, Pretty Woman. I like the scene where she goes into the store and like tells those bitches off, the ones that were like talking shit about her earlier in the film, and she kind of like, she puts them in their place. That's like an iconic scene, but besides that, I don't really like the movie. I think it's kind of boring and stupid. Like, and I find hookers interesting. Like, I think they're so interesting, but you know, I have a friend that does not like the movie The Notebook. I was like, are you serious? Okay, it did come out the same year as Mean Girls, and Rachel McAdams is in both of them, and it's so funny because they're so different. Literally, I think it's her natural hair in The Notebook, and then she was obviously wearing a wig in Mean Girls. I didn't know that for the first, like, 10 years of that movie being out. I didn't know it was a fucking wig. It was like a $10,000 wig, apparently. It was kind of frizzy, though. I'm like, that was 10 grand? Like, bitch. I mean, do I think The Notebook is a little overrated? I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a fucking cult classic. It kind of is a classic, though. It is cute. I think it's really cute. There's one scene in particular where, oh my god, it's so touching to me. It's where Rachel McAdams is driving, and you know how she loves both men? Like, she likes both guys, but her heart really wants Ryan Gosling. But she feels like she should be with the other guy, so she's, like, torn, and she doesn't want to hurt anybody. But she's, like, driving, and she's crying, and she pulls into whatever, and she's literally, like, she looks in the mirror, and she's, like, wiping her tears, and I just think it's so cute. I love that scene. I'm like, oh my god, she's a mess, and that's literally me. I think Titanic is my favorite love story of all time. I love, oh my god, when I saw that in the theater, I literally had like chills, like at the end when the song was playing, Your Heart Will Go On. I've talked about this before. I literally had chills, like hearing that song on the big screen and it was fucking loud. I was just like, that song is so beautiful. And that movie is just, I have seen that movie, even though it's 3.5 fucking hours, I have seen it so many times. I grew up with that movie. Like, I never saw it in the theater when it first came out. I was literally like, was I even born? I don't know. Who I kind of have a crush on, Jessica Chastain. Do you know who that is? She's really pretty. I was watching Molly's Game on Netflix. I've seen that movie literally 3 times. I really like that movie. It's such a good movie, and it's about poker, which I don't care about poker at all, but it's a true story, and it's a good movie. I just think Jessica Chastain is so hot, and she's like in her 40s, and she looks fucking amazing. I'm like, damn, girl, you look good. Like, especially in that movie, because they really had her like in these like tight dresses and like makeup, and like they made her kind of look like a hooker, but maybe that's why I was attracted to her, because I think hookers are pretty. Back to hookers. Oh, speaking of hookers, aren't prostitutes like legal in Amsterdam? And drugs? Like literally prostitution's like legal, I'm pretty sure. So I'm like, Wayne, we should get a hooker. We'll get a prostitute while we're there and we'll do some drugs. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. I literally hate drugs. Like, I don't even like weed. Like, I'm assuming weed's legal, but I think the hard shit's legal over there. Like, I think you can literally get cocaine. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I should not be talking about something I don't even know, but yeah, we're not gonna be doing that. Makes me think of Hostel. Oh my god, why am I always referencing movies for everything? Because that's all I do in life is watch movies. I'm like a movie king. Hostel was disgusting, and Hostel 2 was disgusting too. I mean, I like blood and gore in movies, but like torture shit, I'm just like, okay, this is not even appealing. Like, I don't want to watch people be tortured. I don't want to see a toe get cut off. Like in House of Wax, when was it him? No, it was a girl. Her finger gets cut off. I'm like, ah! I love House of Wax. Underrated film. Remember Paris Hilton was in it? And she dies. Sorry if you haven't seen it, but I mean, duh, she dies. What are the grossest movies I've ever seen? Like, Green Inferno was pretty fucking gross. What's that one movie that they say, like, is the grossest movie ever? I don't remember. Oh my god, Human Centipede. I saw all 3 of those. Those are sadistic. Those are fucking sick. Okay, especially number 2. Well, 3 was pretty bad. 3 was just ridiculous. 2 was pretty fucking sick. Like, I'm like, this is twisted. This is just, like, vile. Like, that fat guy in the second one, like, he's the killer or whatever. Well, killer, I don't know, does he actually... I haven't seen it in forever. I just remember, like, somebody shoves something in his ass and, like, puts a centipede. It's like a funnel thing. They shove it in his ass, I think, and then put a centipede and it, like, goes in his ass. That's sick. Like, how do people come up with this crap? Like, you are sick in the head. You know I'm a horror fanatic. I think the Scream movies are my favorite, seriously. Like, those are, like, the only horror film I can really just sit there and watch over and over and over. Well, the newest one is, like, not my favorite one, the New York one, number 6. I liked it when I first saw it, but then the more I've seen it, I'm kind of like, eh. But most of the Screams I can watch over and over and over. Scream 3 used to be my absolute favorite. For whatever reason, that used to be my favorite growing up. I don't know which one's my favorite now. But I can just watch those fucking movies so many times because they just don't get boring to me. I think they're so good. So I was informed yesterday that this gay guy thinks I'm cute, and I'm like so flattered. I was like shocked because I've known this guy. We've never met, but like we've known each other for a while, and I didn't think he was attracted to me, but apparently he said I was cute, and I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have. Okay, it is so hot in here. I am like burning up, girl. I never say girl. I think I'm going to Cheesecake Factory. I go to the Cheesecake Factory so often, it's like ridiculous, but there's like 5 items that I like on the menu, so that's rare. That's rare for me. Okay, well, I'm gonna get going, and I will talk to you soon. You don't wanna dance with me, but babe, that's what